my name is Amy, and today I will be speaking about Cyrenaica demands for self-determination. Now, what is self-determination? Self-determination is the principle in international law that nations have the right to freely choose their sovereignty and international political status with no external compulsion. By extension, it has come to mean the free choice of one's own act without external compulsion. Self-determination is recognized as a right of all peoples in the United Nations International Bill of Human Rights and of Indigenous Peoples in the Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples adopted by the General Assembly in 2007. Now, Cyrenaica is the eastern region of Libya, a country that is located in the northern part of Africa. Cyrenaica is adjacent to Tripolitania and Hasan in the northwest. Now, some interesting facts about Cyrenaica. Cyrenaica, or Barca, as it is referred to locally, stretches from the town of Sirte, known famously as the birthplace of Muammar Gaddafi, to the eastern border with Egypt. Benghazi, which is Cyrenaica's capital, is also the second largest city in Libya. Cyrenaica holds about 3/4 of Libya's vast oil reserves, and it was the birthplace of the Libyan Civil War, also known as the Libyan Revolution. Now, this is a picture of Cyrenaica back in 1949 when it was ruled by King Idris. As you can see the vast riches in Cyrenaica and its economic growth. Now, over decades of marginalization, despite its oil reserves, the people in the region of Cyrenaica have continually suffered decades of discrimination and marginalization from the central government of Libya. Hence the need for self-determination. Cyrenaica and autonomy. For about 10 years after it became an independent state in 1951, Libya was run along federal lines with power devolved to Cyrenaica, Hasan, and Tripolitania. Cyrenaica also enjoyed prestige and power under King Idris, and like I showed you the picture earlier, you could see the vast riches in Cyrenaica. After being toppled by Gaddafi's military coup in 1969, Eastern Libya was sidelined for the next 4 decades. This history of autonomy is partially driving its bid for self-determination within Libya. Reasons for self-determination. The marginalization and neglect of the Cyrenaican people for over 4 decades, lack of significant economic progress and development unlike that of Tripolitania and Hasan, Cyrenaica's dissatisfaction with the central government in Tripoli, and underrepresentation of Cyrenaicans in the interim parliamentary body. Now, what is in common between these two people, Muammar al-Gaddafi and Mustafa Abdel-Jalil? Both of these individuals believe in centralism. And on this picture you can see the lovers of centralism. And on the right hand side is Mustafa Abdel-Jalil, and on the left hand side is Abdul Larim Al-Kib, who is the transitional prime minister of Libya. And Mustafa Abdel-Jalil is the president of the National Transitional Council. On this picture you can see both of them, and they're feeding centralism to the pigs. This other picture illustrates their excitement about centralism. In this picture, Mustafa Jalil is in the center, representing centralism. Now, shortcomings of the National Transitional Council, also known as the NTC of Libya. Lack of transparency. A failure to protect the rights of minorities. Slow restoration of public services in areas worst hit during the revolution. An uncountable detention system. Inability to bring militias under total control and decommission their arms. Their torture also of prisoners. Now, the assassination of Abdul Fattah Yunis is a crime against humanity. Yunis' body was found dumped outside Benghazi along with the bodies of two colonels who were his top aides. They had been shot and their bodies had been burned. Yunis was Gaddafi's interior minister until he defected to the rebellion early in the uprising, which began in February of 2011, bringing his forces into the opposition ranks. His move raised hopes among rebels and Western allies that the uprising could succeed in forcing out the country's ruler of more than 4 decades. But some rebels remained deeply suspicious that he retained loyalties to Gaddafi. Now, this is the people of Cyrenaica, the Congress here in Benghazi. They all are getting together, and this is the council in Benghazi. Now, the process of self-determination. The process of self-determination can be thought by direct negotiation by representatives of the participants, mediation through a trusted third party, the findings of an agreed-upon independent tribunal, or the ruling of a recognized international court, such as the International Court of Justice. The process ends with the people's consent to a proposed outcome through a referendum, plebiscite, or some other means. They need to be recognized by the United Nations. The conference elected Ahmed al-Sabir, an NTC member and the longest-serving political prisoner under Muammar Gaddafi, to leave Cyrenaica's governing council. Ahmed Sabir al-Sanusi is a member of Libya's ruling National Transitional Council, addressing the media after being elected leader of the Cyrenaica region. Okay, in this picture, it says the in-seats equalization means peace in Libya. This means that the people in Libya, in Cyrenaica, want to do the autonomy peacefully. And here is the Eastern Libyan leaders when they're declaring the semi-autonomy for the oil region in Cyrenaica. Here are more pictures of people in Cyrenaica holding the flag of Cyrenaica. And this is the flag of Cyrenaica. Black with white, the crescent and the white star. Now this is a quote from Thomas Jefferson, which states, "We hold this truth to be self-evident that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness." So with this quote ends my presentation, um, which means that Cyrenaica's people want their freedom. They want to do it peacefully, but they need more recognition so they can be recognized by the UN and finally declare their self-determination. Thank you.